Hello, everyone, and welcome into more Tickets Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. My name is Sorcerer Matt. I have a half day at work, and so you are getting normal voice Matt and not NPR, everyone's sleeping in my house Matt. So welcome. Okay, so I believe it is Portland to Nashville, Las Vegas to Miami. And then Salt Lake to Chicago is probably the best option. We just leave Nashville to New York. Then we don't have to worry about getting up to New York. Yeah, I like this. So I would really like Nashville to Atlanta. Because I would love to go Miami, Atlanta, Nashville, St. Louis. Obviously, we're going to be going for the Las Vegas, Salt Lake, Portland. Probably want to try to grab Las Vegas to Los Angeles just because Los Angeles is kind of an obvious like next thing that we could get into. So not great that we're going last. But also if we don't get that, it's not like the worst thing in the world. But pretty much we're in there's nothing we can do if somebody wants it. And there we are. Okay, so that does mean that we're able to take a couple blue. And it probably means that I don't know. We can decide how we want to do Miami here. Now, blue being down there is also interesting. So this is where like going pink might be like go Charleston, Raleigh to Pittsburgh and then to Chicago. All right, well, we're definitely going to take the 3 orange because now I will go ahead and grab Las Vegas to Salt Lake. Okay, so yes to this. Because it'd be the same amount of trains, pretty much, if we go through Pittsburgh. All right, well, I'm liking this. Alternatively, if we start seeing a bunch of black, we could go, Raleigh to Nashville to St. Louis. It's a possibility. Let's just kind of see what the cards give us. Well, as of right now, the cards are giving us blue, and we are loving it. We also might be able to nab... Oh! We also might be able to add... So, I guess here's my question. Do I, instead here... Okay, that's interesting. Do I instead here with my 6 blue grab Miami to Atlanta and then grab like Atlanta to Raleigh and then try to work my way... I don't know. You know, because blue seems to be pretty open. And this all of a sudden has gotten very muddy. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I'm thinking that I can probably easily grab another 6 blue. So like, and I'm even going to take this turn off, and look at that, we're already halfway there. So I'm assuming that blue has Los Angeles to Miami. Okay, well that's interesting. glad we got into Miami. glad we did that. Oh. Okay. Yowza. So we do this. And then we're going to hope that 2 people don't take Raleigh to Atlanta. If they do, so be it. But this is a very interesting start. Okay. So I'm just not playing around with this over here. We all are in this. All of us are in the Southeast. I wouldn't mind a pair to get St. Louis to Nashville, and then that's going to make me feel a whole lot better about around here in the southeast corner. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to pair here, and then I'm going to grab a blue. And excuse me, probably with this pair of greens, I grabbed Nashville to St. Louis. So we lose time. That's really the only thing we lost of Nashville to Atlanta, assuming we get St. Louis to Nashville. Which stinks, definitely. Like, and we lose some trains as well. So, like, instead of using 1 train, we had to use 5 trains. So, I mean, that could be the difference between getting a ticket later in the game or not. But I don't know. I'm not beating myself up over it. I'm actually very happy with how this came to be, based on what has transpired here in the first part of the game. So it looks like, northwest corner might be pretty open here. Alrighty, so let's grab another blue, and then we can just go off the top. Wild is always helpful. Blue is fantastic. We have been seeing all kinds of blue and had no trouble seeing it. That was a redundant sentence, but I was thinking about something else. Welcome to ADHD brain. I really just need like everything, so let's just go off the top. I might as well just grab this pair of pinks and go St. Louis to Kansas City. I mean, I guess I could just like grab every blue route. Sounds like a challenge that wouldn't end well for me. Okay, so probably our next batch of tickets, very little is going to be on the East Coast. It looks like the East Coast is ooh, that's interesting. So that makes me say I'm going to do this. Okay, all right, this gives me good information on what I need to get. A little bit more nerve-wracking now through the middle of the map, but, not anything that we can't overcome. All right, a green and white would be helpful too, like complete getting up into Chicago, even though we do have options, like we could, go over the top. Blue, clearly we're not having any problems finding. But orange and yellow are kind of the big ones that we're going to want at this point. Okay. So green looks to be on the San Francisco to Atlanta. I'm going to go ahead and get into Los Angeles just to make sure. And then probably maybe like a Kansas City, Houston. Um, hmm. All right. Well, all of a sudden, the West Coast has become very fun. Ho! Don't like choosing three destinations. That's not good to see your opponent do. I'm gonna grab the white. Yeah, I don't really need a rainbow of things. Is kind of the issue here. I kind of need better stuff. Alrighty. Yeah, I need just stuff off the top. Yeah, that's not super helpful. Okay, white isn't like the worst thing. Okay, a yellow is very helpful. And I do have these two wilds to kind of play around with as well. All right, getting that person getting up into Seattle, red getting up into Seattle may change things. Okay, thank you so much for choosing the green side. I greatly appreciate it. Now, yeah, now is the time to deploy some wilds here. But I need enough orange, or there's an orange, or yellow in order to do so. Alternatively, I could go up to Omaha. If I'm seeing pink, I could go up to Omaha, over to Denver, over to Salt Lake City with the yellow. So, that's not out of the question. Okay. And by out of the question, I mean we might do that. Simply because I have that, and I with green grabbing 7 tickets, I'm gonna need to draw here. And in fact, I might draw now. And see what happens. We'll see what's on board. Yeah, let's draw tickets because we're gonna need some. Well, Denver to Pittsburgh seems pretty easy to get. I mean, how greedy am I feeling? What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Um. Okay. Well, what could possibly go wrong could be someone needs to get into Pittsburgh. I'd really like to not use a wild. Okay, so this, yes, and then this, yes. So, all right, we have everything in order to finish the tickets. So now it is simply just, can we finish the tickets? I'm not as worried about time. I mean, obviously someone could very much end this game very quickly, but I'm not, just based on how many cards people have and how many trains people have left, not likely. So we grab this. We're going to finish this East Coast side. Now, of course, I should have grabbed Nashville to New York, but at the time, I don't think it was worth it. Yep, totally fine. You do you, man. So then we'll use white to go here. Then I think the answer is to go Salt Lake to Denver. I think that's the next priority. Just in case red grabs something into Salt Lake. Yeah, red might have the San Francisco to Washington. Could also just have Atlanta to Washington though. All right, and then we do this. This is one of the rare games where I'm in all four corners here, and I actually feel like things are going rather well. I'm not sure whether I win, but I think barring something catastrophic, we'll complete the tickets, and that's usually not what happens. All right, so just in case anyone gets any ideas and wants to block me, I'm going to do that. And then we'll do Omaha to Kansas City. Probably just go up into Vancouver as well with how this game is going. But I don't need that, so I'd rather grab Omaha to Kansas City. Yeah, I mean, I guess green could, like, out of nowhere end this game, but not really. So I think I'm okay doing this. Chicago to New York, yes. And that's it, because I'm not going to try to get up into Montreal. I was kind of hoping for some, like, Vancouver route here, but I'll take the one that I already have done. So everyone kind of seems like blue is the only one I'm not scared of. Blue has a bunch of piddly routes that mean nothing. Whereas red and green both have tickets and are drawing more and more tickets. And I mean, I do too. Like, let's be clear. I don't have any scrubs for tickets here. I mean, let's do it. Let's keep doing it. Okay. This is the greedy one, but I don't think I have enough time to do that. This is the less greedy one. And if I don't get it, then I only lose out on 4 points. And I think that's probably the better option. Yeah, I don't think I would have had enough time to get. I would have needed a turn to get the. I would have needed a turn to do that, and it would have had to fall that it was a pair of yellow, a pair of black, or a pair of orange. Then I would have needed another 3 turns to go 1, 2, and 3. So that would have been 4 turns. That would have been sweating it out a little bit. Maybe we do get 4 turns. I don't know, but that seems rather risky. Now, it does feel like everybody is kind of on the same level of nervousness. Like, no one really feels like, well, especially, like, look at the scores. Like, we're all kind of around the same score. And so now I think red has a lock on the longest train because red just has one continuous route. The rest of us don't. Okay, so let's do that. Probably just draw here. I suppose. Do I, or do I just say, you know what? This game just needs to end. And I take the last ticket draw and don't give anyone else a chance to do anything. Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. Give everybody one more turn. Otherwise, because what could happen here is I could win just by my opponents not like missing out on something. And I still do get another destination ticket draw, which I think I take. I think there's enough that we have that that we could hit. The fact that only red is in Los Angeles tells me that there's some Los Angeles routes out there, and that'd be huge. I think this is going to be, but unless people are just drawing tickets and missing and missing and missing, this is going to be a barn burner of a game. Portland to Pittsburgh, heck yeah. Vancouver to Denver, heck yeah. And that I'm cool with that. An extra 30 points? Yes, please. Alrighty, so red misses one. Yeah, they had San Francisco to Washington, which made sense. Denver to El Paso, okay. Vancouver to Santa Fe, yeah. All right, so I will not get the 15-point bonus because green has more tickets than I do. So the question is, wow, this is going to be... But blue and green split that 15-point bonus. I guess I'm just not worried. Blue has piddly tickets. Still going to have a lot of points just because of, the amount of tickets, but I'm just not... I'm not as concerned. So I don't think my tickets are that good. That that 21-point ticket does help, and the extra 30 points do help. Well, maybe I'm incorrect here. Maybe I really... The only thing here is... No, so it's because red didn't get any kind of bonus, just got longest train. Hoo! Clutch last ticket draw. Yes, please. Wow. That is everybody within 20 points of each other. Only one ticket missed. And I think that, that may have been what red was clearly looking for an orange. And so me ending one turn early may have just saved me the game because that would have been a 12-point swing. So that would have put them back at 168, and then they would have gotten 6 points. So that would have been 174. I guess I still would have had them, but it would have been much closer. So, yeah, well, hey, if you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button, like and comment, and we'll see you next time.